Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Jehliar. In this incarnation, today we had the conjunction between the Sun and Mercury retrograde in Aries. So, yesterday I was telling you that this represents a moment of greater clarity regarding a situation, or perhaps we are finding another perspective. This could also be acquiring an information that we didn't have before. This doesn't necessarily is occurring today. It could have happened before, or perhaps in this week through any mean of communication or conversation or mental process, sorry, we are getting to this information. It is a moment, in fact, in which our mind is receptive to receive a revelation. So the moon is transiting through Aquarius right now until March 26th, and it gives us this air precisely to take distance from situations in our life that could be transforming right now, to observe them with greater objectivity. In fact, this Mercury Kazimi, it is called that way in astrology. Kazimi means in the heart of the sun. Or inferior conjunction when Mercury is retrograde, like this case. It was perfected today in a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, and also participated the moon. Like, we could have this emotional need of making a change. Therefore, this could signify that we need to bring, or that the experience is pushing us to bring to the consciousness what is required to take our power, to take the power of our path, which doesn't mean believing that we can control everything. It is about recognizing what is in our hands to do. I don't know if that expression exists in English. Perhaps it is about a decision, communicate something, or redirect our energy. And as Pluto is a planet of depths that is inviting us to descend to the shadows of the unconscious, these aspects are also talking about being aware of the attachments that to certain forms in which our identity has been operating in a new level. It is deepening in that. And those forms could be draining our energy, the energy that we could use to move forward, or limiting our potential. For example, if there is a person that wants to launch a project that truly brings this plenitude for the soul, but suddenly all the fears are emerging of not being capable, of making a mistake, etc. It is also a moment in which perhaps the person can understand from which place are coming those inner dialogues, or which situations have been creating that layer of the ego. And with the sextile with Pluto and the moon, we can connect the pieces and choosing, taking impulse to give a leap into the void. Understanding that fear is the indication that we are moving forward to the unknown for the mind, because the soul knows the path. So, what apparently is a mistake, it is also part of the development of any experience. Is the point in which we learn something and we can move to the next one. Or, for example, if this is about relationships, not necessarily romantic, because Venus is retrograde, and in mathematical degrees it is in conjunction with the Sun and Mercury retrograde too. So this could be a good moment to put an end to an abuse dynamic. Pluto is very related to that. And it is about bringing to light the patterns that, and to free ourselves from the identifications that generate the belief that we have to tolerate, or not express, or not establish a boundary in certain areas of life. This could also be the opposite. I mean, this could also be linked with recognizing where there is an excess of impulsivity, or where we need to communicate or act in more assertive ways with people, taking the power of stopping ourselves from saying or doing something that is not going to contribute with anyone. This behavior, it also has an origin in past and painful, perhaps, experiences in which it was made identity. Perhaps living in an environment in which violence was very naturalized. So this could also be an expression of Chiron in Aries. Let's remember that at the same time we are going through the square of Mars and Chiron. So It is also about recognizing in which circumstances it is not worth it to say or to invest effort, energy in those experiences. So transforming this, obviously, it is going to open the doors for greater plenitude in relationships, in the relationship with ourselves and the relationship with others, and helps us to close cycles that we truly want to leave behind, because these are the eclipses, an opportunity to perhaps deal with experiences that we have experimented before or that are similar, and to make a different move so we can go into another evolutionary spiral. Well, thank you everyone. See you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.